Hello all you lovely people, it's Tuesday here on the Guru Closet, which means that I'm here, and if you don't know me, then I'm Emily, and I have been gone for the past 2 weeks, and if you follow me on my social media links, especially Twitter, you would know where I've been, and I have been studying for finals like crazy, if you did not know that. But I'm back now, and I will be posting every single week here for you guys on the Guru Closet. Okay, so this week on the Guru Closet is how-to week, and so I'm going to be doing how to take the perfect selfie. Because I have this wonderful selfie that I took today, this wonderful selfie which I took a couple days ago, this selfie which I took like a week or two ago, and it got like so many hits on Instagram and Twitter, it was like crazy. So I'm not actually going to be taking any selfies, but I'm just going to be giving you the perfect tips and everything that I think is necessary to take the perfect selfies. So I'll personally be showing you at the end of this video how I edit my Instagram photos for a selfie, so that you guys can see that. But yeah, so let's just get started. So my first tip is to get good lighting, and probably your bedroom is not probably the greatest lighting unless you have like direct sunlight, and you don't want like direct sunlight. I mean, like maybe if you're like filming in front of a window, then that might be fine, but like I personally like going outside during the day around like 11 a.m. to like 1 to 2 p.m. usually, because that's when like there's like the most sunlight and it doesn't like wash out your face either. My second tip is to like put on makeup, but not like a lot of makeup, like keep it like neutral. And if you go and check out my channel, I will probably have already an like a neutral makeup tutorial on my channel, or you can also look up neutral makeup tutorials on YouTube. I'm recommending putting on like a neutral makeup look, because if you put on like too much makeup, then people are obviously going to post like a bunch of hate comments, and you don't want that. And you also want to enhance your beauty and not like cover it up, because yeah. Like today I just have on lip gloss and mascara, so yeah, I think that's like perfectly fine. Just like your like natural things that will make your face still look good. Like you can, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that, but just put on neutral makeup. So the next thing I recommend is not having like a lot of like background, like outside is perfectly fine, because like all that's in the background is usually like a sky and trees. But like if you're like in a room or something where you do decide to take a selfie, maybe you don't want like a lot of like background things. Like if your room's really messy, you don't want all that in your background, because if you have a lot of stuff in the background, it's just going to like distract from your actual face and your actual selfie. So my next tip is to find an editing app where you can maybe add some filters. If you like maybe don't like the lighting or the color of it, then you can edit it. And I personally like the SEO cam for filters, or Afterlight, but I don't really have Afterlight because I think it costs like $1.99 or something on the App Store. So if you have Afterlight, then I definitely recommend using that. But if you don't, then the SEO cam is amazing too, and that's honestly actually my like favorite app. So I also recommend getting like maybe like a good camera. Like honestly, like the iPhone cameras and iPod cameras are like amazing. I actually love them because you can like edit them too. But if you have like an Android phone, those obviously aren't gonna have as good as a picture as the iPhones and iPods and Apple products are. But if you have an Android phone, then you can obviously still take a picture and then just edit it, like make it like where your face isn't like too washed out, and that you look kind of like flawless, if you know what I mean. It's not that obvious that you edited it and it looks natural and like made up. Maybe you do have a filter on it, but it's not gonna like be like, oh my gosh, you added so much stuff, like everything like that. And I will personally be showing you at the end of this video how I edit my Instagram photos for a selfie. So my next tip is to like is not to like make like crazy faces, because if you were to like make a kissy face or like some type of like face, like I don't know, like a kissy face or duck face, and then do it on the camera on a selfie, unless you're like personally saying something like kisses or I love you or like good night or something on Instagram, I would not post a picture with a kissy face personally. I usually like smile in my photos, but I would personally just smile at the camera and not make any crazy faces, because that just takes away from the rest of your face, and it just like everyone's like automatically directed to your mouth, and you're probably gonna get a lot of hate comments, and I don't want any of you guys to get any hate comments. So yeah. So I can't really think of any more tips, honestly, but good luck to you all. So we're just gonna get into how I edit my Instagram photos and selfies. This selfie from when I took earlier outside today, and as you can see, there's like hardly anything in the background. It's just like, okay, as you can see, there's like nothing hardly in the background. It's just like green and trees. And so yeah, so what I'm first going to do is I'm just going to go to my photography folder, which has a bunch of apps, and I'm first going to go to VSCO Cam, and then I'm just going to go over here and see this little plus button up here. I'm just going to press it, and then choose that photo from my camera roll. Choose that photo from my camera roll, and then I'm going to press the check button, and then I'm going to click on it, and there's this little button right here that has like editing tools, and so I'm just going to click on that, and then you come to this, and it just has a whole bunch of filters, and personally I just like going through every single one to figure out like which one I like. Maybe I like all of them. Particular one I'm going to be using P5. So yeah, and then there's this little thing where you can scroll up right there, and it has another little thing right there, and in here it just has like the exposure and stuff, which I usually turn up to like +2 or +3, and then there is the temperature, which I usually turn down like -3 or -4, -5, I don't know, I usually turn that down. So yeah, I usually turn the temperature down, and then next after that is contrast, and I turn that up a little bit usually. So after that is like straighten, and you can straighten it if you want to, but my photo's pretty straight, so I'm not going to straighten it. Then you can crop it, which I don't usually crop it, and then next is fade, and I usually bring this up to like +3 or whatever, and then next after fade is just vignette, which makes like the picture look older. I don't generally mess with this, so I'm just gonna leave that. And then after that, so after I finish editing it, I will just press this check right here, and then I will click this button and say save to camera roll or go to Instagram, but for this particular one I'm going to save it to the camera roll, just so I can show you how to like add the white background, because Instagram crops it. So I have Square Ready here, and Afterlight does this too now, so if you have Afterlight then you don't need Square Ready, but I just go to Square Ready and add the white background to it, and I like change it, oh my gosh, so that just there's a white background around it, and so Instagram won't crop it. And now just go to export and say Instagram, and I will open an Instagram, and then I will just tweet an Instagram rant. Sometimes I will add an extra filter on here, just because I also like the filters on Instagram, Prima or what's this one? Prima or Aiden, so I'm just going to do Aiden this time. So next, and then I usually delete the app or the app I use because I don't like people knowing, and then I will just add emojis to it, or I will say something if I have like a quote I want to say. Usually I will say add to Twitter and Tumblr and Facebook as well, but I'm not going to do that for this one. And then I will just say share. And there it is. That is my tips on how to take the perfect selfie, plus how I edit my Instagram selfie photos, whatever you want to call them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And also, do not forget to check out my channel and the other girls' channels. They will be linked down below, as well as all of our social links. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye!